verse. You know the bass what I'm rapping. Come home and sell out the Oracle. They scream my name when I step in. Courtside next to E40. Me and him kind of like Ricky and Morty. Two of the biggest.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the New York Knicks up against the Utah Jazz at Vivint Smart Home Arena. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Well, we know, Mike, you above anybody, that this NBA season is such a grind. What's one challenge that most fans don't really know about?
I'd say the travel. It can take a serious toll on you. Players are zigzagging around the country, spending lots of time in the air. It can wear you down.
Here's Felicio. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Thompson with the rebound. And the Knicks with possession. Here's Reid. And that one drops.
Well, that's an easy, effortless make right at the rim.
Yeah, you know this. You usually get only looks like this in the layup line. The defense has to make it harder on him right there.
Here's Hansen. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Down low, here's Nader. Lays it up off the glass.
How do you stop a guy that big inside? Nader gets his way.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Took him no time at all on that one. Here's Felicio. And it's King with the rebound.
Not a bad look, just didn't fall.
Pass to Drew. Here's Cartwright. And the basket is good.
The length of Cartwright helps him on these difficult shots. Keeps his balance well, too.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Hanslick. It's deflected. Here's Drew. He had 15 points last outing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
That's too easy for him. You can see how comfortable he is inside.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Felicio. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. We'll take a look at the Knicks. A season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference. Mannion, he's checked in for the Jazz. And a switcher also for New York. Robinson's checked in for Thompson. For New York, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's King. It's rebounded by Nader.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him.
Stolen. Here's Drew. And the layup's good off the glass. Drew's got 6.
Superb body control, proving he knows how to keep his concentration under duress.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Felicio. To the middle.
Knicks foul.
Walker's checked in for the Knicks.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Knicks. Number 4, Darryl Walker.
So it's Utah now, trailing here by 8. Hanslick, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. We've got 1:48 left here in the first quarter. Shot's good by Walker.
Right out of the starting blocks. They've been dominant at the offensive end.
And that early momentum has helped them put together a nice lead.
Now here's Mannion. Shoots over King. Another miss by Utah.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Reid gets the bucket.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
Pass to Mannion. Hanslick. Here's Nader. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It's easy for Nader to dunk. Must be nice, huh?
Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Walker the pass to Cartwright. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first.
They have set the tone in the paint, getting whatever they want.
Well, not much resistance, and if things don't change, this could turn into a blowout.
Here's Felicio. Pass to Mannion. Here's the screen. 17-foot shot on the way. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots. 4 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Here's Robinson. Banked in off the glass.
This is why they feed Robinson inside, because he's so adept at finishing.
Hanslick, headed by Robinson. And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line. The Jazz shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2, Hanslick.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Right side to Walker. Misses from short range. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. New York ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And I've also liked how they have attacked the opposition off turnovers, making them pay for every mistake.
To the left side wing. There's a good screen. Here's Mannion. Good work there as it goes. Well, we're looking at a fairly stacked draft class this year, Clark. Has anyone in particular caught your eye?
Well, I think it's tough to choose just one because there are a number of really outstanding prospects. But when you look at Hakeem Olajuwon, he's special. Big guys with his skill set are so hard to find. So I think he goes to the top of the list. He's already a very impressive baller with a lot of runway in front of him to improve. I think he's the #1 guy.
Mannion connects on the 17-footer.
He'll hit those if you leave that much room. You need to do a better job of closing out.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. The Jazz making a switch here. Lowry's checked in.
Ricky Lowry.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Hansen the pass to Mannion. Puts one up from 19. The Knicks pull it in.
Couldn't have asked for a better look. And a little frustration, he didn't get it to drop.
Robinson kicks to Walker. Robinson down low. Nevitt with the rebound. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Mannion. Thompson with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And it's Thompson with the jam.
From in close, Michael Thompson throws it down.
Over to the left wing. Mannion the pass to Nevitt. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Love the pressure. He almost took it away.
Very active hands, disrupting the passing lanes.
Brown is checked in for Thompson. Utah with the ball. It's a 16-point game. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. And it's Nevitt missing. And so Brown will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And the shot goes in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Mannion. Here's Fernston. Ellis the pass to Fernston. 6 to shoot. Now here's Mannion. Averages about 5 points a game. And here is Brown. Shoots over Mannion. And the Knicks good for 2.
Continuing to expand and grow their lead, much to the dismay of this crowd.
Never fun to see your home team losing control of the game. But this offense is just taking charge. Great feed to the interior, resulting in a successful attack right at the hoop.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. So Utah ends up going with the new group. .137 left in the first half of basketball. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
Here's Felicio. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Nader. And the 3 off target. The Knicks leading by 20. Thompson surveying the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's muscle and strength from Thompson, plain and simple. Able to take the hit and still convert.
Here's Felicio. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
That was something to see.
My goodness.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
How about King loves throwing it down with major force there, showing you some nice athleticism with that vicious throwdown.
For Utah, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Hanslick. Knicks with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Pretty easy to see where they came up short in that one. I mean, their defense was lackluster, no shine on it at all.
Giving up the looks they did, I'm surprised they didn't lose by more. They have to have better effort on the defensive end.
New York shooting their first foul shot of the night.
Shooting for New York, Bill Cartwright. 1 shot.
Well, Bill Cartwright, to me, has all the tools he needs to be a real force at his position. A big frame, long arms, good intelligence and toughness. He can do a lot for you down low.
Here's Felicio. Hanslick misses the fadeaway jumper. And so it's the New York Knicks holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Now the Knicks with it. Now Thompson. No good with the layup. The Jazz shooting a low 30% mark from the field.
Foul. Reid. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Felicio. Pass to Hansen. Hits the target from 18 feet. Hansen's got his first points of the night. The Knicks leading by 23. Here's King. That one falls.
Drawing a lot of contact night in and night out. This is one of the ways King earns his living.
Utah with the ball. Here's Hansen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Felicio. They get it back.
I think that's how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
You're right. Anything less than lockdown defense on him will result in 3 points. You can count on that.
I don't know what the heck the defense was thinking there. I mean, he's cast from this area of the floor, and they let him walk into it.
Yeah, you got to show more fight on defense. This isn't the guy you give room to shoot from the mid-range.
And the Jazz call time here. And here are the Jazz now. Felicio, the pass to Oberding. Shoots from 12. Felicio, no good. The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Cartwright. Count that one. Cartwright's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, anytime you can work it inside to Bill Cartwright, you know you'll get a good look.
Pass to Hansen. Reid with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. A second chance effort. Count it. Drew's got 10 points.
Getting rewarded for all his work down low.
And that's what they want from him. If he goes unchecked on the glass, they'll end up with a lead like this more often than not.
Here's Hansen. Out left to the wing. Here's Felicio. Guarded by Reid. Pass to Oberding. Hanslick. No good, unable to end this run. The Knicks have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Thompson. He gets it in there. He has 6.
Great work inside by Thompson. Almost automatic in there, it seems.
Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Here's Felicio.
Knicks foul. Larry.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Mannion, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Mannion's got his third basket of the night right there. Down low, New York moving it around. Tucker finds Walker. The rebound by Mannion. Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oberding passes to Hansen. The baseline J off the mark. Now the Knicks with it. A big stretch here going 10-2. Shot's good by Walker.
I bet Coach loves to see this. Attacking the interior for a safer shot.
Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Tucker. And again, it's New York. 1:03 left to play in the third. Pass to Oberding. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
When in close, his first thought is to go right for the rim.
Here's Webster. Buries it down low. Webster's got his first 2 points.
They're starting to idle down and settle in. Much better shot selection this half.
Yeah, they're showing great patience at the offensive end.
Now here's Mannion. He has 6. Here's Oberding. Robinson pulls it in. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Walker. Back to Robinson. And he banks in the layup. Robinson's got 6 points.
You see the strength from Robinson there, not allowing himself to get overwhelmed by the D.
Here's Oberding. Off target at the rim. And so it's the New York Knicks with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Jazz shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Now here's Ilyasova, guarded closely. The 11-footer, and he hits the jump shot. The Knicks shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Shot's good by Walker.
With no one getting in his way, he goes for the easy money. Excellent play.
Pass to Ilyasova.
Knicks foul. Sparrow.
Ellis is checked in for Utah.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Fernston. And Ilyasova kicks to Ellis. There's a screen. Here's Mannion. The Knicks pull it in. Russell left side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first.
Look how Russell moves into the defense, making sure he gets fouled in the act.
Shooting for New York.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just own that part of the floor in this one.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, you got to like the skills of Campy Russell. He brings a lot to the table, a high percentage scorer from any area, a really good all-around forward.
And the second free throw, good. So it's Utah now. Ellis kicks to Ilyasova. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And it's Nevitt missing. Nevitt's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Puts it up from 12, and it's in there.
Got to get out on Robinson, or he will burn you with his jumper.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Nevitt. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
It can be a simple game. Work it down low, watch the points go up on the scoreboard.
Out to the wing, up top Walker. There's Russell with the 3. That shot off. Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Offensive rebound. Here's Ellis. With the second effort, it's rebounded by Poquet. New York takes timeout.
On the court.
Here's New York. Here's Walker. It's rebounded by Nader. Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Hansen the pass to Nader. Utah moving it around. Here's Felicio, guarded by Walker. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Here's Felicio. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in to the left wing. Here's Hansen. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nice pass, creating the opportunity. Great teamwork on that one.
Knicks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Sparrow. And it's off from 3-point range. The Jazz shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Hanslick, and that one is stuffed right through.
Credit them for pushing it. You have to get those fast break points anytime you can.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That one drops for him.
You know, given their lead, Wasn't sure if they'd come out with energy in this third quarter, but there's the answer for you right there.
This is what the great ones do, not allowing the opposition to gain any hope in a comeback.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W for the Knicks.
No question about this one, delivering a decisive victory here.
They were able to execute better and made the most of their chances. Fantastic performance from the whole roster.
You said it. And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall. And the dunk by Walker.
Turning defense into emphatic offense.
And Clark, we might see a timeout coming up here.
For sure.
Yeah, that is the definition of a momentum play. His team is fired up right now.
Pass to Hansen. Here's Oberding. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Nader. Knicks with the rebound.
Faded back, but he might have made that a tougher shot than he needed to.
Here's Grunfeld. Sinks the triple.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
To the right side. Ripped away. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And finished off by Walker.
How quiet is this arena? It's like the mute button was turned on in here.
I think the fans are a bit shocked. Their squad got run out of the gym.
Things just haven't come together, Mike, for them in these last couple possessions.
I think they need to slow down and wait for the right shot, a high percentage shot.
With the step back. Felicio, the pass to Nader. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you gotta love that action.
Puts up a deep three. And the Knicks hit again from deep. Here's Felicio. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And to seal a road win, Mike, with this kind of margin, tells you the confidence that right now this team is playing with.
A statement win. Took the home crowd completely out of it and won going away.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.